What's up, guys? Welcome back to Range Logic. We're out here in the barn. I got a light set up, so that's why the lighting's all weird. We're working on the electrical today, so I've already taken the steps and made sure that the lines coming from the house to the barn are in good condition. Power is live out here at the breaker box. None of the breakers are turned on. So we're going to start up here at our first porcelain fixture, get that swapped out. We'll swap the second one, and then we will probably check the status of the third one, and then we're going to go ahead and turn some power on and hopefully get some lights. I got a couple fixtures and a couple shop lights, but we'll worry about the shop lights later, maybe even do those tomorrow. Let's just try and get these 3 fixtures buttoned up, get it to where we actually have electricity in here and we can see. Then we'll be able to ditch the shop light and work on everything else. So I'm going to set you guys over there and I'm just going to get to work. We're going to try and crank this out as fast as possible. You got these wires in here so freaking short. No wonder these suck. Let's see what our new one looks like. So I got new ones with pull chains. So if we get some like better quality like lighting for where we're going to actually record, we can pull chain and turn these off. So okay, that's for an outlet. Damn, that kind of sucks. That makes it really difficult. Well, maybe not. We're gonna wire nut a small little jumper on here to wire to this, and then we'll just wire nut all these together because we got the hot, neutral, and ground. So yeah, that's what we'll do with that. So let's get a little piece of wire. Be nice if we had a table. Well, it'd be nice if it was freaking daylight and I didn't have to have, like, I mean, I could pull the tractor out, I guess, but part of me was just kind of hoping this was going to be a easy peasy kind of thing, but I should have known nothing's easy. Now, it's probably a bad time to bring up the fact that I'm colorblind. I have no idea what color these are. It's light gray, dark gray, medium gray. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Now I'm not sure quite, or I'm not yet sure how I want to put these videos out. So depending on how you guys are seeing it right now, might change. We might end up doing it as like a series of shorts or something. I just don't know how much you guys care to see. So kind of depending on maybe how the first couple ones of these go, you know, we'll keep going or we won't. No worries, you know, I mean, it's not everybody's jam. So, all right, now just got the old pesky ground wire, which, well, fuck it, whatever. Everything feels secure. It is a metal box, so you want to make sure, you know, it's pretty secure. Now, I just don't know. I got, looks to be maybe a silver screw and a gold screw. I know they are color coordinated. Let's see. Gold or brass is for the hot wire. Okay, which would make that, I guess, the small spade. Okay. So we got 3 terminals on here. That's going to be our black. Man, they really don't give you that much freaking room to put these on. This wire's fucking rigid as hell, too. We need to kind of give these a little twist on the end. I don't like the idea of the tails being so incredibly long. around. So I like to just undo the screw, put it through the loop in the wire, and then screw it back down. It's just how I like it. And it's kind of funny, I was at the store and they had other ones of these where it had 2 sets of terminal blocks for each. And I was like, oh, I wonder why someone would need that. I would have needed it, because then I could have just ran each set of wires directly to this instead of having to splice in that fresh wire. Not the end of the world, but maybe would have made it a little easier. It was the same price, so no big deal. Ooh, I don't want to lose the screw. What's going on? Exactly what I did not want to happen. Dropped the freaking screw. Luckily, I found it. I mean, this is fucking, what a pain in the dick. Like, this is just fucking not my jam. Not these little shitty porcelain things. Like, I like doing the fucking nice lights. These fucking suck. And they fucking kiss my ass. Funny thing is, all this, and I still can't even really test it until I get the other ones on, because if there's a short in the line in the other fixture, you know what I mean? So, we're kind of fucked as far as like, oh hey, we got one in, let's test it. Which I hate. I'm all about that instant, you know. Here's where I just fucking break it. Now, I guess this is kind of cool because I got the outlet on here. I didn't even know that, but I mean, so that's kind of cool, I guess. And then it's got the little, you know, drawstring for the flies to land on and everything. So I'm gonna unscrew these next two. They're not busted, so they might actually be okay, which would be kind of cool. Save a little bit of cash there. So let's reposition over to this guy, unscrew it, and see what we're looking at. I guess technically it wouldn't be considered saving cash because I've already spent it, but you know, you can always save an outlet and use that later. So these are the bulbs I got. These were actually pretty freaking cheap, but I thought they'd be kind of cool just for overall brightness. But they got these little panels on them that kind of flip down. It says it's like 4,000 lumens. I have no idea, but I thought that would be kind of nice. So let's unscrew this bad dude. It looks all right, you know, but I just want to, I know that's not all right. So for sure, that's broke. Like it's got a, you want to be careful when you're undoing those, because that glass inside of the threads, you don't want that shit getting in your eyes. So let's see if we can kind of push it loose a little bit, maybe. A little tappy tap. Just tap it in. There we go. So you just always want to be real careful pulling out a busted light bulb. You fuck yourself up in a hurry on that. So we'll just loosen these screws, pull it down, make sure the wires are connected. If everything looks good, we'll jump to the next one in line, which I believe there is only 3 in line here. And if all 3 fixtures are good, then we might be in business a little bit earlier than I thought. Holy crap. Oh. So let's see. Well, some bugs, but everything is connected. So they did the wire nuts the same that I did. So we're gonna run it. I mean, I'm not too worried about anything happening. Everything's on breakers. Nothing's been bypassed. Also, nothing's gonna be on or powered when I'm not here. So, or you know, in the barn. So, and the light switch will be off. So, even these lights, they're not gonna have power going. All right, let's jump back to that back one real quick and let's see what's up. I guess might as well screw in. I guess the only downside is that one doesn't have the pull chain, which I guess could be a bummer, but we could always swap it out later. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how the night goes. See how I'm feeling. Because once I get the power turned on, I could have that light bulb on, you know, and I could always redo this one. Super glad we got that window in there last night. I mean, it's actually pretty comfortable in here. All right, so this one is definitely kind of loose in there, but the wire's kind of been ran weirdly, so we're gonna pull this one down, make sure everything's connected. I'm not worried about like the loose wire or anything, but well, didn't make that one. All right. But this is the end of the power line. So there was that other wire right there ran to it. But that got disconnected. And that went back here into where the nursery is. So, and it looks like it's a little loose. So we'll add a screw onto this. Okay, so it's not connected. So we'll change it. No big deal. 2 out of 3. I am not very good at that. But I think we can potentially just pull this wire a little bit tighter and make this wire work until such time that we decide to change it. Now, actually, I'm still going to put a little tail on it. It'll just make it that much easier to get it in there. But we're gonna drop another screw in there too. Make sure that box is super secure. So let me grab that. So that window, when we put that in yesterday, you can't see it from there for sure, but the very top, there's a little bit of a crack. So, I mean, not a big deal, obviously. I mean, you want fresh air. Might put a piece of wood on the outside there, just on the top edge. But I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we're gonna end up running heaters and shit in here, so it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of air movement, you know? So, but just since patching that other stuff, I mean, has made a world of difference. Like, I am super excited to just to have this fucking kind of back up and running again. So to make our life easier, we're gonna connect this to the fixture before we put it in the air. And then all we'll have to do is just add some wire nuts. My apologies about this light. I know I looked at the screen here and it's just, my face is just fucking blinded here, but unfortunately I need to see what I'm doing. And yeah, So, yeah, if you guys are watching this, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If this, you know, if you guys kind of like this sort of thing, I got lots of projects I'm working on. So if this is something you guys kind of like, just chit-chatting, bullshitting, working, you know, let me know. I'm definitely down to, you know, have some of these videos on the channel. I think it's a good thing to learn how to do these sort of things. I do work in construction, so for me, this isn't like that far-fetched. I'm not an electrician, but I have wired up many things. See, now that one did not come with the little screws. The other one came with the screws for the box. Those ones are good though. That's why you always save them. I saved the screws from the previous one that I didn't need, just in case. Let's go ahead and get this motherfucker tight. Oh yeah. There's nothing worse than like one of those fucking shitty ass, well these shitty ass little fixtures, and it's all like fucking just hanging there. Like, that looks like shit. All right, so yeah, we just made little, sorry, my screen. I just wanted to see where I made these little hooks, a little tail on there, so now we can just kind of hook them in the back of this, and then we'll be good. Again, if all right, if I could see, I really wish I was not colorblind. Like that would be a cool thing. Now it's not like horrible, but it's not good. It's hard for me to see colors in like failing light and stuff like that. So pretty much this environment would be the worst for my eyes. It's a great time to be putting wires together, you know. Guaranteed not to have an issue. I will say though, now that I see how these freaking outlet fixtures go, I don't know that I would trust that, to be honest. Just make a fucking outlet. I don't know. And the whole time you're working with this, it's just like creaking and like making like porcelain cracking noises. It's great. Should definitely have like some needle nose, would have made this easier, but you know, it's one of those, get home from work, run out, trying to get something done. You know, it's kind of funny, like trying to make content, but also trying to get this going for myself so I can have a place to come out here and work in the winter. So a little bit of a double-edged sword here. It's kind of funny, like trying to find motivation sometimes to, you know, work or do something. And this, for instance, for me is just a great motivator, having you guys, because I'm like, well, I got to get content. I got to make something, you know? So it's kind of a, especially like how long I might work on something. Like normally, you know, I might come out and do a little bit, but then I'm like, you know, go inside, relax. But now it's kind of cool. It's a little bit of a motivator to have to come out and like, hey, I want to make sure I got, you know, stuff for you guys to see and hang out and all that. And it's kind of cool. So you guys are a motivator for me. So now, since this is a dead end, we're just going to have two wires here. But I did this in such a way where it's nice. If we want to tie into this and add in a few more lights, it'd be easy peasy. Which is actually another reason I will probably redo that other one, because I really want to have, I got some bigger shop lights to put over top of the actual recording area that we're going to set up. And it would be nice to just lead that wire off of one of these. So, unfortunately, I do think we have one more we got to get done tonight. But that'll be cool. All three will be a pull string, you know, so this one back here we can leave off, you know, or whatever. So kind of gives you some options, you know. And life is all about options. Come on. You fucking rigid bitch. God, these wires are fucking stiff as dog shit. Oh, man. There we go. All right. Got that. Oh yeah, nice and rigid. Sweet. All right, let's throw a bulb in there and then we'll jump back up front. All right guys, I know I'm just a shadow here, but our light is about to die. It's dying right now. So I got the last one up and I did run an extra wire to run my other shop lights. So I'm gonna set you guys right here and then I'm gonna kill the light and we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully you guys don't see sparks and hear me scream. So here we go. It's gonna get dark for a second. Everything's good, wire nutted, wire nutted. I'm gonna check my light switch and there is the lights. All right. Our light switch is what appears to be off. And I already knew which breaker to do. 3, 2, 1. All right. Nothing popped, so that's good. Now we're gonna hit the light switch. 3, 2. Holy shit. Let's see. Third one. Oh man, guys, we got lights. And I can like kind of bend them down. I mean, I guess it doesn't really, well, that's actually kind of cool having them up a little bit. It kind of lights up into the attic there a little bit. This is freaking awesome. Yeah, I almost kind of like them like that. Kind of gets them a little bit up out of your face, you know? That's pretty good. Now I'm blind because I've just been staring at them. I think we're gonna have to redo the barn door in the summer. Holy crap, I'm looking at the screen. That's crazy. I'm so happy right now. Because now, like, you know, it can be pitch black. We can shut ourselves in here. And now we can kind of work. I mean, we are out of the elements. We'll get, my thought is, this is kind of where we're gonna record. We'll get some shop lights. I bought these 4-foot shop lights. So I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll probably go, oh, if we could just do that, you know, one here, and then I'm thinking one there. So it'll be like super bright over here, but if we're looking at guns or something like that, you know, kind of want to be able to see things. So that would be nice. Well, my camera's about to die and I did not bring out any batteries. So I'm gonna actually shut you guys back off for a second. I'm gonna see if I can maybe mount those and then maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll kill power real quick and see if we can't get those shop lights up tonight too. We'll play it by ear. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, we are all done for the evening. We got the first of the shop lights up. Obviously, I know it's super bright there. And then all the other 3 lights are still, or 2 of the lights are actually on. So kind of a good test, kind of a test with the light. So like, this is kind of where I would be. Probably have you guys closer, but just trying to figure out like, if I like the shop light there, if I want to like scoot it closer, add as the second one, or if we're kind of happy with this. So my thought is kind of have our table set up here, be able to kind of go through stuff right here. So kind of excited. I'm going to watch the footage, obviously, see what it looks like, and see if we just kind of like this, or if we want more lights differently or something like that. Obviously, I'm not a professional photographer, so, you know, it's not going to be like the perfect, like, diffused light matching your skin tone. You know, we're in a barn. We're filming about guns, so it's going to be rough. But, you know, I just want to know if we like it. Also, I might actually end up throwing like a light switch in line with maybe the shop lights. Keep the rest of the barn lights separate. But they do have pull strings, though, so if I have more of these shop lights, I could just go kill all the pull strings and kind of see from there. So, actually, I'm going to kill this next one right next to me here, just so we can see. So this is quite a bit darker. So the two nearest lights are off now, and it's just the one far light, and then the shop light. So I don't know. We'll see how I feel about them. It seemed like when I had all three other lights plus the shop light that there was like a little bit of a flicker. I don't know. The only thing on this breaker is the lights that we've done tonight so far. It's a 20 amp breaker, so it should be just fine as far as that goes. So we'll look at the footage, review it. You guys let me know what you guys think, and we're just going to keep plugging away. So I'm busy maybe the next couple nights, most likely. So next time we're out here, though, now that we got the lights, we can work well into the night. Next step is going to be kind of getting all these cobwebs off of these walls here, and then we're going to put some sheeting just over top of these stringers here and just kind of sandwich the outer skin and the inner skin, if you will. But I got some nice plywood. We'll sheet both of these walls here, and then we'll end up painting the walls, and then maybe doing something here, you know, shovel up, kind of level this dirt out a little bit, get the table situated, maybe make some braces for the legs, you know, so it doesn't move or whatever. Just kind of fine tune that, and then we're ready to roll. So potentially, I mean, hell, even as is, I don't care. So potentially this weekend we might have some videos out here. We'll start going through some gear, stuff like that. So it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to head in, get some dinner, get a shower, and unfortunately go to bed so I can go right back to work tomorrow. But you guys have a great night. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hit the like. Hit me up with a comment, and let me know what you guys think about the light. I'm looking for some good information. If you guys know about lights and lighting, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I could definitely use some help. And hit that subscribe button and turn those bells on for notifications so you guys don't miss out. And have a nice day.